What up, what up? What's going on, world? This is another episode of Soul Me State, and we are recording live again in the headquarters, the lair that is 39 Castles, here with the one and only.
Hey, it's me. It's Launchpad McQuack, 06 on Instagram. Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Woody.
So let's talk. Big news, big things, big contest. So, if you think you got swag, and you think your significant other has swag too, there's a contest that's for y'all. Tell them about it.
Definitely. So we have our sneaker couples contest. As we've seen over the last few years, women sneakerheads have been like the growing kind of sector. That segment of sneaker culture. And with that, we want to give an opportunity to showcase women sneakerheads, men sneakerheads, anybody. But if you're a couple, and that's all couples, so whether it be...
We do not discriminate. We don't have to say if you're a couple.
All couples, and that's even including, I will have to say this, even polyamorous couples. We've had that question come into the DMs lately. If you are a polyamorous relationship, that's okay too. Like a thrice. It's definitely accepted.
I don't judge.
Right, there's no judgment here. But hey, if you rock sneakers and you want to take that picture and hop into the contest, please do. The contest goes from January 10th to February 3rd. We're stopping it on February 3rd because February 3rd through February 7th, that's going to be the week of the finals, in which the winner will be announced on February 7th. That winner will receive a $100 gift card to Ruth's Chris, a 39 Castles prize pack, a photo shoot with one of the local up-and-coming photographers that's actually really dope. And there'll be a bunch of other prizes named as we proceed. So, yeah, definitely hop in it.
How do they enter? You
can enter by posting your picture on Instagram using the hashtag SneakerCouples39. Hashtag SneakerCouples39. You must use that hashtag. You also must be following all of the partners on this contest.
Which are?
39 Castles.
Boom.
At Soul Me State, which is soul_me_state.
Boom.
All right. At Relationship-ish. So that's at relationship.ish. And also at Davis Digital Content. All this can be found on 39 Castles page and on all the other partners pages as well.
Yes.
So please hop in it. All pictures are welcome. Find either the dopest shoes, the dopest pose, whatever. Don't overthink it. Have fun with it. Hey, and
sometimes simple wins.
Yeah, simple wins.
But remember, you have to follow those four entities. You must follow all four in the pictures. You must have the hashtag. Mm-hmm. You have to do this. Yep. We don't want to see someone have a dope picture who could have won and they didn't follow the rules. They weren't following everybody or didn't have the hashtag. You like, hey, I have a dope picture. You do, but you didn't follow the rules. So don't get disqualified on some dummy moves. You can do this. We want to see it. You have until February 3rd to get your picture out there. We're going to judge on February. We're not judging. It's just voting.
Yeah, it's just voting. So it's all about likes. So once you post your picture, make sure you tell your people to
go
like the picture. Like the picture. And, don't cheat yourself out of this could potentially be a free Valentine's Day date. That's why we ended it on February 7th.
And that's why we also made it with Ruth Chris, so it's nationwide. So you don't have to be in St. Louis to win. Yeah. You could be in Atlanta, because I got a couple of my peeps in Atlanta who are like, hey, how do I do this? Hey, you can be anywhere. You just got to get the likes. If you have the likes, you're in. Make sure to have the hashtag, and make sure you're following all four of the participants, and you good. So, now, today's topic, this week's topic.
Yes.
We are at the beginning of a new year, new decade. New feelings. So it's only right to look back. So let's take a long look back first, and let's talk about our thoughts. What was your shoe of the decade?
Wow, shoe of the decade. So that's saying 2010 to 2019, right?
Yeah.
Whew, that was a long decade. There was a lot of drops. The sneaker industry we saw completely change.
Flipped on its head.
Completely changed this decade. Obviously, you had some of the greatest sneaker stores start to develop in that time piece. So of course, shout outs to places like Urban Necessities, Cool Kicks, things like that, who really launched themselves in that space. But for me, I guess shoe of the decade for me would have to be the one that kind of really changed up the game. I've had some time to think about it. It would probably have to be that Galaxy foam. That Galaxy foam definitely kind of shifted the sneaker industry and sneaker culture around. It didn't necessarily change the way people wore sneakers, but it changed the way people bought sneakers. So yeah, that was a really interesting turn for me.
I still remember when that thing dropped because it was whole part of the All-Star Galaxy package.
Yeah.
You had the Big Bang LeBron, that orange jump off. You had the Kobe, the Galaxy Kobe, which I still love. You had the Galaxy KD,
which was nice.
That whole pack had, all of them had some resale buzz to them.
Yeah.
But that Galaxy foam, I remember someone was trying to make a trade for me, and they wanted like $3,000 in trades. It was like right after it came out, and I was like, "You are out your damn mind." Yeah. But it's just crazy to think about. Yeah, that's what really kind of flipped the shoe culture on its head, where it became big business. Because I remember that being like on either CNN or something like.
Yeah.
It hit a lot of talk real early. Now it is 2020, so that Galaxy foam, the Air Foam Posit 1 NRG Galaxy, to this day, a size 11 on StockX. Right now, the low ask is $1,459 right now. That's the low.
That's the lowest.
So you think that shoe came out on my birthday in 2012,
Oh, wow.
February 24th, 2012.
Okay.
And that the 52-week high on that shoe has been $1,579. The low has been $1,150. That's the low. So dead stock range is a range of $1,163 to $1,437. So that shoe is 8 years old, and it's still it retailed for $220, and it still has a nice little margin on it.
Yeah.
So that is your shoe of the decade?
It would have to be, and honestly, I would have even said, because you brought it up, I didn't even think about it, that would have been the pack of the decade if it wasn't for that Fearless pack that came out in 2019.
You were the only one who believes that. That's great. You stand by that.
Fearless pack was a game-changing pack. Like, I thought, like, as far as all the things it incorporated and what it did, the local, like, as far as just, like, the different artists and different designers that got incorporated with that, but nah, yeah, that Galaxy pack was crazy because they had dunks in that Galaxy pack. Like,
yep.
I mean, it literally everybody had something in that pack
for like that year, and then the next 2 or 3 years, at least 3 maybe. All-Star shoes to me at that time meant something because Nike was going to hook everybody up.
Yeah,
because you assume KD was going to be in it, Kobe was going to be in it, LeBron was going to be in it. You knew those three, and then they had like the off the wall scale, like just kind of something different.
Yeah.
The next year was the Area 51 stuff. So I mean, you had an Area 51 foam posit thing that was kind of dope. So they definitely, I appreciate it. For a while they had themes for everybody's. And also going back to the Galaxy, a year ago, 2 years ago, they brought it back out with the foam and did the alternate Galaxy foam, which still has some, it has some kind of value, even though I think Snapshot 2020, 2019, no one's really checking for foams. But I do think, my opinion is next 3 years, they'll kind of make a wave again. Everything is cyclical. Yeah. But, that Galaxy foam, and that's one shoe I can say, out of all the shoes I've had, never had that.
It still turn heads. And what's funny is, remember, even also, the Zoom Rookie was a very coveted shoe in that pack too. Like that was an interesting pack, man. Gee goodness, yeah, that Zoom Rookie, because they brought it back out last year, 2 years ago, and it didn't do too hot. It just kind of was what it was. But so what do you think is your shoe of the decade then? 2010 to 2019 shoe of the decade.
I'm gonna be unfair with this, but it kind of, once I say what my choice on it is. It kind of is encompassing, and I'd almost say you could take any of them out of it and say this is it. The Yeezy 2.
Okay.
I'm fortunate enough to have 2 of the 3.
Which shoe?
I have the Red October and the Platinum.
Oh gosh, okay.
I think that like that's it. Like for me that's it. Like that's it. That's a Red October. Like, to me, still to this day, you wear Red October, you shutting stuff down, people are like, what is that? Just because it's red.
So take us back then to that day when it released, that moment it released.
A Sunday afternoon.
Young, don't really know.
A Sunday afternoon, out of nowhere, I was sitting at my my fiance's house, soon-to-be wife's parents' house, in the kitchen table. She was upstairs taking a shower. I was playing on my phone.
They must have some good Wi-Fi.
And then, boom. It dropped. I grabbed. Had no choice.
That was pre-heavy bot use, too, by the way.
Yeah, you just had to be ready.
That was pre-heavy bot. Like, you had people using bots, but it was still a kind of a early
You could still
thing.
win off of just being ready.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those things. I think so many people got through on that one because no one expected it on a Sunday. I literally would just had my phone in my hand. I think I was actually playing bowling or something on my phone. And it just happened to pop up.
Yeah, I remember that too because I remember it was they hinted at it they're coming up. I remember they were like, this release is coming, and everybody was just kind of sitting and waiting. And then it was like I think 2 o'clock, around 2 o'clock on the afternoon, and I remember that coming across the line. I was just like, oh god, man, that was before sneakers too, so it was no draws, it wasn't any of that. Like you literally had to get in. Find the shoe, find your size, and get out like as fast as possible.
I still remember Kanye was Yeezys on your sofa,
Woo.
these red Octobers.
Woo.
I just remember being dumb happy. And then with the Platinums, I got them here locally at a store, and I just remember getting a call like, this is before... anyone who knows me knows I'm not a reseller.
Right.
I'm definitely more of a monster consumer.
Right.
I remember I got a call from someone at one of the stores. Hey, look, we got these Yeezy 2 Platinums in. It's not retail. It's a G. Do you want it? Yes, I do.
Wow.
I was in Colorado on my way back.
Wow.
I was just like, yep, I'll take one. I will definitely take one. I remember fast forwarding maybe a month after they came out. One of my boys who used to sell a lot of shoes to the Rams, he said, who was it? It wasn't Janoris Jenkins. It was one of our other loudmouth ass defensive backs who wanted a pair.
Okay.
And he was offering $1,800.
Woo.
And at the time, that was for me unheard of.
Right.
And I wouldn't do it. I was just like, no, I'm going to hold on to these for some reason.
And now they're going like $5,000. I saw a store selling the Red Octobers for $11,000.
Well, we did it
past
with
week.
we did it with the Galaxy phones. What's funny on these Red Octobers, it's not my size, so I couldn't get them. It's 11 and a half, so it's a little bit bigger than what I normally wear. Of course, and anyone who deals with StockX, anyone can have a low ask or whatever.
Right.
It's whatever people are bidding on it. But the low ask on the Red Octobers now is $19,000, which is ridiculous.
Get out of here.
The last sale though was $8,300, which is funny to me. The last sale was $8,300, which is 19% down because the sale before that was higher than that.
Jesus.
So it was damn near. It was a little over $10,000 for the last sale, and the highest bid is $5,800. Like literally, I joke with people. It's like having a used Honda Civic.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine buying a shoe like that and then being okay with it. I'm not at that level, but like it's being okay with it. Like anybody can buy anything, and there's some people that they use that Affirm. So shout out to Affirm and all of that. To purchase these shoes and everything, which I'm okay with that. Hey, you do what you want to do.
I think to a certain extent, that's just my opinion. Like, where are your
exactly? I'm never gonna be in somebody's pockets, but if that's what you want to do, like, hey, I respect the hustle. Like, just to have something dope. Like the Yeezy 2 was a really, really cool shoe. Like, it's really interesting because with the Kyrie that came out,
that is such a knockoff of it,
right?
But I kind of like it.
6 or whatever, right? And then it's funny because you also said that it was basically the sole of the Andre Agassi that was sitting. Like, it kind of the same sole silhouette, like, which made me kind of look at Kanye a little differently. I think the Yeezy 2, that's why it wasn't my shoe of the decade, because it made me look at Yeezy differently than Kanye.
But that's not necessarily on him, though. Because Nike before Jerry Lorenzo was really... And if you look at Nike as a whole, when you have a PE or when you have a CE... celebrity exclusive.
Yeah, okay.
It's nothing. No one is allowed to start fresh. Mm-hmm. That's why I think Jerry Lorenzo is so damn special with the Fear of God 1, because that was brand new.
Yeah.
Kanye wanted to do things like that, but Nike wasn't letting him. Yeah. You figure the top was something different, but the bottom was not. Even the Yeezy 1 was a Jordan 3 or a Nike Revolution bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
And then this one was an Agassi bottom. So, they're not letting you get too crazy. So,
why do you think that is, though? Like, why do you think, and do you think going into this next decade and looking at, for example, Beyonce going with Adidas and Pharrell being with Adidas, and Pharrell shoes kind of don't change up a lot of there, but like what Yeezy was able to do with his contract with Adidas, do you think that's going to affect Nike's celebrity affiliations moving forward?
My opinion, I'm not trying to be biased because I am a self-proclaimed Nike boy. I don't think it really is, because in the grand scheme of things, what are people really rocking? Adidas had a blip where it was just really like, all right, okay. And then ever since that blip, which was what, 2017?
Yeah, that Ultra Boost and NMD phase, it was just huge.
And then Nike was like, okay. And then what did Nike immediately do after that? Shut up. Get back in your lane. So I just think, when in the grand scheme of things, anybody would rather sign with Nike.
But think about how they did that though So you're right. 2017 was the year of Adidas because they had Kanye rolling his stuff out, which was kind of 2016, but 2017, yeah.
Pharrell was starting to get rolling.
They had a couple other artists, a couple other people on there. But
Pusha T had a little thing.
Yeah, that little brown bag thing, which really, and that fish scale thing that which didn't do anything. But it was Virgil that kind of brought them kind of back into the fold a little bit.
Because if you think about it, shoe of the decade, it could have been out of nowhere. I think you could have thrown an off-white Jordan 1 in there.
Exactly. That
you
Chicago
easily could have done it.
It really did.
You easily could have done it, but I don't know. The off-whites, I kind of feel now are becoming an acquired taste, because I almost think Virgil has his hands in too much stuff, because off-white themselves make shoes.
Right, that's true. Yeah.
And then he's designing the Louis Vuitton shoes, and you got the Nikes. So really, he's designed for 3 different people at the same time. So it's just like, okay, when someone says now, yeah, I'm rocking some off-whites, well, which one, sir?
I mean, it's interesting to think about that Chicago 1, man. Like, I remember when the 10 came out, so that original 10, which again was, I think, a pretty good pack.
Yeah.
Overall, like, I think that was a really good pack.
Every single one for the most part was good.
Yeah, everyone was hitting except for that Converse. I thought they kind of played us on. I think
the see-through one.
Yeah, I think they pulled that one back because the hype wasn't there, and then they released it on its own for the hype. Because remember, that was like that one that like people knew, but they kind of knew it wasn't going to like sell like that. But I mean, I think that whole pack was a good pack for the decade. I think Virgil's Chicago 1. I remember when it dropped, everybody was kind of like confused on how to feel about it, and then it just took off and just.
First time I saw it, I wasn't sure what to think. I definitely would agree. I was like, "What is this?" I have no clue what this is. I'm not sure if I'm liking this or not. Mm-hmm. It was deconstructed. It had the little mini paragraph on the side. It had the tags.
Yeah.
It was very
artsy.
Yeah. What I do appreciate now, fast forwarding though, is he had some post, I think it was on Instagram, where he was like, he wants everyone to have like a DIY approach to the shoes. Mm-hmm. That's why he gives you so many laces.
Yeah.
Now I appreciate the fact that the shoes, like the first 10 came with 4 laces. Now the newer ones, like the Dunks didn't come with anything, but he really wants you to take the laces from the other ones and use them, which I started seeing people in different like posts on Instagram freaking out the laces. I saw it's so simple, but the green and white Dunks, which come with green laces, and then the infrared, they just put in some white off-white laces on the green ones. I was like, damn. As simple as it was, it was just like, wow, that looks dope. As simple as it was, and he said that he wants you to do that. He wants you to flip them. You take the teal laces from the Halloween Blazers, and you use those in the beige Air Max 90s. It goes with the little tag on it. Like
that would be hot.
There's so many little things that he's giving you the tools for. The Vapor, out of the 10 though, the one that I have a love-hate relationship with is the Vapor Max, because they're not comfortable for me at least. But like, damn, they look good. I don't know, and I don't even like Vapor Maxes, but I like that one. And then now I'm just like, oh, I'll use the laces from those and put them in other things. So that really could be the pack of the decade.
Now that we are talking about it,
if you go through everything that was in there. From the Prestos, the Blazers, the 90s, the 97s, the ones.
That the Hyper React.
The Hyper Dunk.
The Hyper Dunk, that joint was
So, I mean,
awesome.
overall as a pack, that was a dope pack. Like, that was a heavy hitting pack.
Yeah.
That was a heavy hitting pack. And then he, like, for a while, it seemed like Virgil couldn't miss. But now I just think it's between the Louis Vuitton shoes, between Off-White shoes themselves, and then Nike Off-White, like, he got his hands in a whole lot.
I got an honorable mention for you, though.
If you say the Fearless pack again, I'm going to flip this table.
No,
over.
I'm not. Because the Fearless pack, you actually have to look at this pack. No individual shoe in that pack is really great. But as a release pack, as a team, yeah, they are definitely the Golden State Warriors of
I would
packs.
say they're the Atlanta Hawks who won like 50-some games under Budenholzer.
Yeah.
Like 6. I still don't know who's going to take the game-winning shot. If it's a close game out of that pack, I don't know who's taking the shot.
They are definitely a team. They are a team pack. But the honorable mention, a shoe that I really do have a love-hate relationship with because I just don't really like the hype around it and kind of what it's done to people in the culture. But the Yeezy 350 Boost, I think, is a definite honorable mention as shoe of the decade. What it's done culturally, what it's done kind of even to Kanye's brand, and really you see adults, like grown old people, wearing Yeezy 350
Which
boots.
I think is a pro and a con.
Yeah.
I appreciate Kanye saying he was going to make sure that everyone who wants one will be able to wear it. I appreciate that. You said it, and you did it.
Right.
Kudos to you. No one can take that away from you. But at the same time, that also makes me dislike them because I can see a middle-aged father wearing them, like, just lost all of his cool points. Like, it lost all of them. And the dad's like, yeah, my son got me. Like, lost all of his cool points.
Well, you know, what made it lose the cool points with me was the fact that, so people come into the store, and I know this is going to make really bad. I mean, hey, we sell Yeezys really well. I will say that. But I hate when people come in and the first thing they look for or ask for is a Yeezy. And I'm like,
there's a whole lot of other
culture.
fire.
Yeah, the culture. There's a million different shoes in the culture that have the same comfort as a Yeezy or the same styling as a Yeezy, have the same feel, look, or effect as a Yeezy 350 Boost. But you just want that because that is the hype right now. Like, just like with this Beyonce thing coming out, I know we're jumping ahead and we're kind of talking 2020 a little bit.
Well, that's a good segue because my next question to you would be, what's the most or actually no, what is your shoe of the year? We're gonna end up right now.
So I'll hold my Beyonce comment in. 2019 shoe of the year, gotta be either one of the Sacai waffles or Sacai blades. Probably Sacai waffles. I think I like what it did to the waffle silhouette, and also the coloring. I think it really did kind of bring back kind of the low cut that people really like. And it wasn't like, I mean, it was overhyped, but it also kind of died. But even when you see it, it still turns heads. When I see somebody with that waffle, that pine green waffle on, or the blue one with the red, with the hints of red on it, I'm like, oh wow, okay, they definitely have a nice hookup on it. So I definitely like the Sacai's for 2019. How about you?
I'm torn.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be a hype beast.
Okay.
But I really do like what was done with it. Mm-hmm. I have no problem with the Sacai waffle. No problem with that whatsoever. Like, you will really get no objections from me. My only thing is, damn, I don't want to sound like a hype beast.
Here we go.
The Travis Scott One High.
I knew that was coming. Yeah.
The back, like, because you could tell, you and I have had this conversation, you could tell, and I hope it's him who designed it. If it's not, we need to talk to whoever helped design it. Mm-hmm. Because you could tell, for the most part, like, Travis Scott, if you look at his celebrity pics of, like, shoes, like, he's a sneakerhead. This ain't a game.
Yeah.
Like, what he wears, this ain't a game.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the fact that if he really had his hand in it, he's like, turn the Nike sign around. Mm-hmm. And the stash pocket.
Oh, on the 6? Yeah.
The stash pocket in the 1.
Well, see, I wouldn't know because I wasn't one of the lucky ones to get.
Oh, no, the 1 high has a stash pocket, too.
I wasn't one of the lucky ones, so I never knew that. That's amazing.
So I appreciate those two things right there.
Yeah.
The brown, tonal, earthy tones, yet you put a pair of pink laces in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a game changer. You've made that a springtime shoe. You put the red or brown laces in it, we're back to the fall. It is just, to me, that's a dope shoe. Like, that really is. So I'm not going to be mad at the Sacai, but like the Travis Scott one, the high,
The Travis Scott one was great. I'm a person that likes releases, and I thought that release was trash. I got really pissed off with like sneakers app booting everybody, having everybody sign back in. It was a whole thing. Like it really kind of pissed me off. Like, and that's what really caused a lot of disdain for me with that particular shoe. The rest of them were fine. Like I don't, whatever. But that one, like really, I don't even think that wasn't a draw either. That one was you just had to shoot for it. Because all the rest of them were draws after that.
I know a lot of people. It was weird. We were at an event downtown the night of the Grammys or whatever it was when they did the sneak release at the Grammys. There was a whole bunch of us at an event, and one of the dudes I was standing next to hit. He was the only one in the whole building who hit, and we all were like, "What?"
Wow.
And that was at the time when the shoe was going for like $3,000. And this dude already has a small foot, so he hit on a 9.
Wow.
So it's just like, dude, you just hit the lottery right here in front of us as we're all kicking it and drinking. It was an event for all things retro, and I sell sneakers, not dreams. We were at an event downtown.
Okay.
And yeah, he hit. It was just unbelievable.
I was at my cousin's graduation when they did the release on a Saturday. It was at the Muni. It was raining, and I remember I had my phone out trying to in the rain, trying to get this thing, and it was like, yeah, you gotta input in your password again. It kept saying sold out, but then they weren't sold out, so you had to restart your app a bunch of times. Like I say, it just was a really piss poor release. Like sneakers app really can make you dislike a shoe for a little bit if they don't do it correctly. Like I hated that release. It was trash. But no, I think the Travis Scott, if the Travis Scotts were a pack in 2019, I would have given them probably the pack of the year at least, because you had the Forces that looked really good, the lows, then you had the one lows and the one highs. I think were really good. I think Travis Scott has found a great niche in the sneaker community, in creating and inspiring shoes and pushing forward that just whole thing. Because even with the dunks coming out that he has,
super fire.
I mean, yeah, just that little piece of it, because you have to compare apples to apples. So you look at Drake had a release last year too, a surprise release with the finals. That Drake 4 that came out really came out with hype for 5 minutes and then went down because there was nothing to it. It literally
already came out.
It already come out. It was already a Raptor 4. You put your signature on it. But then you also, it's like you can't be mad because was the typical Drake move. The 12s, the 8s, it was all the same
10s.
thing. The 10s, yeah. Nothing changed. Nothing was.
It was
Drake
almost
about.
just a colorway.
Exactly. Nothing Drake
But
about.
I also, that to me, proves to me he's not a sneakerhead.
No, not at all.
He's just going to wear kind of whatever Nike or even for a short time with Adidas hands him. Because when he was in negotiation with Adidas, he was just wearing Yeezys.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's not doing anything groundbreaking by any means.
He's strictly a colorway guy. Because remember he got in trouble, it was during the decade, actually, during last decade, because he had those 5s that he had customized. And everybody was like, yo, those are fake. And he was like, nah, it's custom, which was whatever. But, the debate's still out on that. But it was, it was a custom 5. And it was just a color change. So it wasn't, he still didn't do anything that was really game-changing with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely.
So, shoe of the decade, you're going with the Galaxy Foam Posse.
Yeah, Galaxy Foam.
Shoe of the year, you're going with Sakai.
Yeah, Sakai Waffle.
I feel like a complete hype beast when I look at this. Because my shoe of the decade was the Red October / just the Easy 2s.
Yeah.
And my shoe of the year was the Travis Scott 1s, the highs. Which, for me, it proves me, damn, there is a change. Because my 2 shoes are celebrities. They're rappers. Damn.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Damn.
I wasn't looking at it from that angle. I was looking at it just.
When I thought about my 2 shoes, I'm like, damn, this is where it's gone. Well, this has been another episode. Again, please remember the contest.
Yeah.
You must follow all 4. Relationship-ish. 39 Castles.
Yes.
Soul Me State. And
David's Digital Content.
And in your picture, you must have the hashtag.
Sneaker Couples 39. That's couples with an S. Sneaker Couples 39.
You must have these things. Again, get your submissions in. You got to post it on your Instagram with that hashtag. Follow the four sponsors. And yeah, you make sure you have it posted by February 3rd because you need likes. So make sure when you do this, you tell your peoples, go like my picture.
Yep.
Whoever has the most likes, nationwide, worldwide, whatever, you win. So we appreciate you coming out. You can find us again at 39 Castles. We got Launchpad McQuack 06.
Yes, sir.
Your boy Diddy 314. Please like, subscribe, tune in. We appreciate it. Peace.